Hey crew, on the bench again today, working with the little giant set. I got my steel rod cut in half, got another set tapped and hole drilled, 2.5 millimeter. Now I got to do the final tapping. Thought I would bring you along for the ride, and so you could see what goes into this a little bit. I tend to like to put a little soap on the bar. I don't know if that helps or not, but some people I think do this. Probably doesn't do much. And then we'll pop it on and get it started. It's as simple as that. Want to get it nice and flat and straight for starters. I use a little 3-in-1 oil to keep it lubed as I go. You know, usually halfway through or so, I do some vacuuming to pick up debris. I got it locked in the vise pretty tight because it will want to spin on you. And I go usually, well, the further down and the tighter the tap gets, I tend to back it out. So you don't want to just keep turning tighter. You want to work it in like this. And by all means, don't take my word for it. I'm no pro, I'm no expert, self-taught, just kind of throwing it on there and going for it. I have a smaller Sears Craftsman tap and die set that I bought years and years ago. I need a little oil. And so I tapped in a bunch of little stuff and real small radio control applications, cars and planes and things. So, a little tighter there. And my wrists hurt from all this tapping. I should probably show you. You can see when I get into this portion here, the full tightness of the tap. It's going to be really hard to turn. What you can do, I find, is you can drop away this collar. While you're in the middle of tap. Okay, and then you can let out on these screws, which hold the little, I don't even know what those are called, in place, and the plates. And they will release just a small amount of the tension, I found, but ultimately it's all held in place because this is a two-piece tap, and this threads into this and holds your blocks tight in place. So you can adjust them with these fine point screws, but I noticed if I just let the screws out a little while I'm tapping and it gets really tight, it won't loosen it much at all because it's still held very firm, you know, by the fact that this whole thing threads up into here, and that's what holds these tight. But it just lets it go enough, I found, so that you can kind of get everything biting and rotating again. So I need to get down a total of just about 2.5 centimeters, 24 millimeters. So that is going to have the top of this rod sticking out about a 1/4 inch above the top of the tap. So let's get going here. Feel free to comment if you know what you're doing here and tell me how to do it better, tell me how to do it right, tell me how to make it easier. So far as I know, there's no replacement for good old-fashioned sweat equity. Keep that vise tight as heck. I put these aluminums here. Should probably use copper, but I had aluminum L channel, so softer than steel and should prevent steel rod from collapsing while I tighten the vise down super tight. Should show you. I wish I could show you this from above while I'm doing it. Trying to think, how can I get the phone up here and turn the tap at the same time? That'll be reasonably tricky. Whew. It's tight. This stuff gets warm while you're doing it too. It's borderline hot. It's not like you're going fast, but steel on steel friction. Starting to come through on top. I'm doing this one faster than I did the others. Probably because I'm on video and I've already done 3, so I feel a little bit more comfortable. That works well. Take a look at the top here. Not like this hasn't been done on YouTube a bazillion times. Nothing new here. But thought I would give the little giant a chance to shine. Maybe Nikki's Grandpa Jack would be honored and proud. See his tool going to use. It is just for recreational stuff, but what the heck. That's tight. Shut up and work here. Don't want to botch the last one. I'm getting so close. I'll tell you what, I had hellish time drilling the 2.5 millimeter. Last night's couple of holes went way better. Let me vacuum this. And now my 2.5 cobalt drill bit is getting a little bit dull. And I have the sharpener. Kind of sucks, but it sort of does it. So I sharpened up the bit and it was able to get through another one today, but it took a long time and a lot of pushing, and you got to push carefully so you don't break these little drill bits. And I mean, it's hard to go through this steel outer. Once you get to the inner, it cuts a little easier. All right, quick vacuum, I'll pause you. Okay, right back to it. Can't remember if I touched this 3-in-1, I think I did. This is a 1/2 inch number 20 threads. As I was saying in the other video, why did I choose this thread height? I just happened to be what I had. Moaning for effect, of course, and grunting. Probably don't do that when the camera's not turned on. Although I don't know if I noticed if I did. Getting there. Not a lot further to have to go, I don't think. Another few millimeters. It's really important that you don't have any uneven force on the set. So you want to spin left or right very evenly. And not gall your threads. Or whatever the right word is, I don't know. It's pretty good. I don't think you need to back off as far as I am right here, but kind of just giving my arms a break. Also, maybe I'm just kind of letting some of the heat come out of the system. It is, yeah, it's warm. I mean, that's hot. Like, I'm not hot, okay? But I don't know. Let's see. I've got one of these jobbies. The vise itself is coming in at 72.9. The table says 73.1. And here we're at 106, 109, 110, 115.6, 120 right in on those threads. So you could see we're up 40 degrees just on frictional rotation. And don't forget, man, you got a lot of steel here. And aluminum. That's not even warm. Heat sinking. So oh, that's getting real tight. There we go. I feel like I gotta be getting close. I'm gonna bring that up and measure it. Hope I'm not crushing that steel rod. I really don't think I could possibly be. Should probably vacuum that out of there first. Okay, when we get to the top here, so you don't gall the top of your threads, what you can do is bring this loose. You can drop it down. Ooh, that's hot to the touch. It's getting warm to the touch. Let's see what we got here. And then you can just quickly take it off. Yeah, 120. Looks like the max I'm getting. Max reading is 120. Alright, run a quick vacuum and see if we can get some nuts on there. Alright. Here's my zinc, 1/2 inch, number 20. See what happened. You never know. Hey, that looks like success. I forgot to measure. Where's my ruler? Maybe not enough. 22.5. I need to keep going. Drat. I had a feeling I might be just a bit short. So it can be tricky when you need to get your tap restarted. Be very careful. You don't want to miss thread. I think I'm going to run a vacuum across that tap real quick. Bear with. Thank Thank you much. How are we looking on camera there? Pretty good. Okay, so let's keep it going. Ah, bah humbug. Let's come back up again because I forgot to put my bar on. Gonna blame that on you, YouTube. Just kidding. Appreciate your patience. If you're still watching, probably deserve some sort of patron saint award. That's what my wife would tell you anyways. She sure isn't still watching, that's for sure. Been married 20 plus, so you know how that goes. If you didn't watch to the end of my most recent video, go ahead and do that, or skip to the end for a special surprise and a sneak preview of another little toy of mine. It's actually way cooler than this stuff. And a little bit more pricey too. I was thinking about selling it, but I don't know. A couple more millimeters, we're almost there. A couple more turns. Gotta be it. Hate to come all the way out and not have gone far enough, but I don't really want to go too far either. I don't want to go much. It won't be a big deal if I go too further than 24 millimeters, but prefer not to. There's no need to. Okay. Yeah, that's further than I needed. 26, 27. All right, good enough. That'll work. Quick vacuum on it. So let's just do that. I'm going to keep you guys for the whole drilling because I could, I guess. But I still got to do the Loctite red. Probably don't want this one on all the way now because I tapped it too far. Alright, well, I think we'll leave you there. It's done. Threads are on. Not super pretty, but spin smooth. Now next up is to cut each one in half and bore out the tips to 8 millimeters so that they'll receive the shaft on the correct side instead of on the wheel mount side. That has to be bored. It's not quite a good fit. And that'll be on the side that goes on. And this will be the side that takes the wheel and turns it. And I'll have 4 at 60 millimeter extensions. Hope you enjoyed.